Tonight, a Columbus Vice officer is in custody, facing accusations that he held women against their will, offering to release them in exchange for sex. Good evening. I'm Colleen Marshall.
I'm Mark Taylor. These accusations are the result of a 6-month investigation by the Public Corruption Task Force. Officer Andrew Mitchell could face life in prison if convicted.
We have team coverage tonight, starting with Ted Hart, who is live with details on the accusations Officer Mitchell is facing tonight.
Yeah, the investigation into allegations of misconduct within the Columbus Police Vice Unit has been no secret, but today's criminal charges against a 30-year veteran of the force are shocking nonetheless.
The community has every right to be disgusted by the news, as well as anyone who wears this badge.
The arrest of 30-year police veteran Andrew Mitchell was shocking, but not totally unexpected. He was relieved of duty last September, not long after he shot and killed Donna Castleberry in an unmarked police vehicle during a prostitution sting. That shooting remains under investigation. The federal charges allege Mitchell held 2 women against their will under the guise of arresting them, forcing them to perform sex acts in exchange for their release.
And when you have a police officer who not only commits a crime, but does so under color of law, under his authority as a police officer, that's an extraordinarily serious offense. That is a nightmarish breach of trust. And that is a federal crime.
In addition to 3 charges of depriving individuals of their civil rights, Mitchell's also charged with witness tampering, obstruction of justice, and lying to the FBI. State and federal officials said today's charges should send a message.
Police officers are heroes, not predators. So when one goes bad, it's more important than ever to do justice, because it pulls down respect for all law enforcement.
And Officer Mitchell remains in the custody of the U.S. Marshals Service tonight. He made a brief appearance in federal court this afternoon and was ordered held for a detention hearing that's scheduled for Wednesday afternoon. Local for you and live outside the federal courthouse, Ted Hart, NBC4.
The most high-profile case involving Officer Mitchell that's been under investigation is the shooting death of 23-year-old Donna Castleberry. Police say he pulled the trigger. The federal charges announced today against Mitchell are not for Castleberry's death, and her family is responding tonight. NBC4's Tyler Beckham just spoke with them. He's joining us live with their view on all of this. Tyler?
Since the last time we spoke with Donna Castleberry's family, they've obtained an attorney. And so her family spoke to us here at their attorney's office in Old Town East. We heard from her 2 sisters, her parents, and her cousin. Her sister, Bobby McCullough, did most of the talking. Now, even though today's news conference by federal investigators didn't mention the name of Donna Castleberry, McCullough says that she was happy to see the news, and it was a long time coming. I spoke with Michelle Dalton, Donna Castleberry's mother, as well. I had interviewed her a couple of months ago, and at the time she said she feared she wouldn't live long enough to see charges come against Mitchell in her daughter's death. I asked her if today's news changed that.
I think that just might happen. I'm very confident that it's going to happen. With God on our side, we got him. We got him.
Now, whether Mitchell gets charged in Donna Castleberry's death is up to Franklin County Prosecutor Ron O'Brien. The one question I asked the family, whether they were confident that O'Brien would see this through and there would actually be charges against Mitchell in Castleberry's death, but their attorney here wouldn't let them answer that question. Local for you in Old Town East, Tyler Beckham, NBC4.
Tyler, thank you so much. Columbus Mayor Andrew Ginther sent NBC4 a statement about the charges, saying in part, "Our officers are given tremendous power to keep residents safe, and the overwhelming majority are dedicated to serving our residents honorably every day. But when an officer abuses that power, the city of Columbus is committed to holding him or her accountable."
Mayor Ginther also says local authorities are still investigating the shooting death of Donna Castleberry, who was shot by Officer Mitchell last year. Ginther also says that the FBI investigation into the Columbus Police Vice Unit, that's also continuing as well. That investigation began after that shooting and the arrest of adult film star Stormy Daniels at a local gentleman's club. Last week, an internal review concluded the arrest was improper, but was not pre-planned or politically motivated. The charges against Daniels were later dropped hours after her arrest. Now, we are going to continue to follow the case against Andrew Mitchell and the investigation into the CPD Vice Unit. Head to NBC4i.com to see all of our reporting on those topics and all the latest developments.